Today we are going to take our textures we created last week and we are going to make a texture book that also pops up. Not only do we have visual textures that we created last week, but we are going to add actual textures today as well. So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to fold your artwork. Now we are going to fold it the hot dog way, the long way, and we're going to fold it so that we cannot see our texture. I'm going to fold it. Again, notice how you cannot see the texture. The best that I can in half. The hot dog way, the long way. Next, you are going to get a small piece of paper like this with 4 lines. There are 2 longer lines and 2 shorter lines. I want you to put that piece of paper and I want you to line it up with one side. Either this side or this side, but not the middle. This is going to create the pop-up and we cannot have it in the middle of our book. So we are going to put it on one side. You can see it matches up over here. And it's going to match up at the bottom, the folded side, first graders. Not the open side, but the folded side, the side where you folded it. So you're going to line it up. Then with a pair of scissors, I'm going to hold my piece of paper and I'm going to cut right on that black line, making sure that it's staying lined up. So I'm going to cut, stop, the 2 shorter ones. And then I will cut, stop the longer one, and cut, stop the longer one. Then you can go ahead and throw this in the recycling bin. Next, we're going to open up our book, and we are going to fold it the hamburger way so that you can see our textures. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it in half the hamburger way so you can see the textures. And you can see now that we kind of have a book that's started. Fold the crease. Next we are going to open it up. Now you can see on one side we have indents for our cuts and the other side is blank. This is where we have to glue our artwork. We are going to draw a rectangle around these lines so we know where to glue. I'm going to put glue close. Notice how they're close, but they are certainly not touching, or else these are not going to pop up. I'm also going to put dots of glue in each corner. So with a glue bottle, you're going to get a glue bottle and you're going to open it. You do not need a lot of glue. Then I am going to trace my square around, making sure I do not touch my fold or my cut lines. And then I'm going to put a dot in each corner. We do not need a lot of glue. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold again my texture book. Fold it in half. Fold it in half. Making sure that the glue is not squirting out of the sides. Now here is the tricky part. We have our cuts right here, and we should not have glued them if you were following directions. What you're going to do is you're going to take your finger and you're going to put it behind that fold. Next, you're going to push or you're going to pull the book and you're going to kind of bend that paper. You can see I'm bending it just a little bit. And I'm going to put my fingers behind the other one. And I'm going to bend. Then I'm going to grab them both and I'm going to fold my book over, keeping them folded so that when it opens and closes, you can see those pop. Again, you will put your finger underneath and you will pull the book closed about halfway. You will put your finger underneath, pull about halfway, and then you'll take both and you'll fold the book completely. Next is our title. I'm going to choose one side, either or, it does not matter. I think this one. And we're going to title our books. I'm going to write with a black Sharpie, texture book by Mrs. Schmidt. Go ahead and title your book. Once we have a title on your book, we are going to add actual textures. So you can see in my finished book I have some actual textures. At your table you're going to get a box of actual textures. There's some lace, there's some burlap, there's some foam, cotton balls, some ribbon, all with actual texture. You are going to choose items and you are going to glue them inside your book. You're not going to glue them on the back and you're not going to glue them on the front. You are going to glue them inside. With the glue, you want to make sure you are not using too much. A dot is a lot. So I'm going to put a dot of glue on my cotton ball, and then I'm going to set it down and hold it for 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Then I may take a piece of foam, different shapes. I'm going to put maybe 2 dots because it's a little bigger, but no more than that. And I'm going to set it down and hold it for 10 seconds. Now I think I'm going to grab a piece of... Now this is, you have to be very careful with glue because there are little holes in it. So I'm going to put just a teeny bit of glue. And I think I'm going to put this on one of my pop-ups. Hold it for 10 seconds. Then I may do a piece of burlap. Maybe I'll do 2 dots on there and glue. Hold it for 10 seconds. A little sparkly paper. This only needs 1 dot of glue. Maybe I'll put it up here. You will continue this process grabbing actual textures from the bucket and gluing them in the inside of your texture book.